decided to take the case yet. You know, you surprise me sometimes.
Why?
On July 31st, 1952, in the cozy atmosphere of the Lumberjack Tavern, a stocky middle-aged man named Maurice Chenoweth busied himself behind the bar. The lively notes from the jukebox mingled with the thick haze of cigarette smoke, and the chatter of patrons enjoying their summer evening. Laughter and clinking glasses filled the air as customers moved about, lost in conversation and the rhythm of the music. Suddenly, a moment unfolded that would captivate those present, leaving them buzzing with excitement. The atmosphere shifted as a striking figure took to the floor, captivating everyone's attention with wiggling hips that seemed to dance to a beat only she could hear. As the crowd watched in awe, words filled the air to describe the spectacle: stunning, enchanting, and unforgettable. The evening transformed into an exhilarating memory that would resonate in the tavern long after the music faded away, marking it as a night to remember.
You can be. Well.
A man enters a bar, stalks toward Chenoweth, and with cold precision shoots him 6 times using a German 9mm Luger. Chenoweth crumples to the floor, blood pooling around him, while the murderer exits the scene with an eerie calmness. This shocking event forms the backdrop of the gripping 1959 movie Anatomy of a Murder. The film digs deep into the complexities of the legal system as it explores a true story centered on Lieutenant Coleman A. Peterson, who faced a monumental task in unraveling the circumstances surrounding this brutal act. The narrative portrays not just the crime, but also the intense emotional turmoil that follows such violent incidents. It reveals how the murder affects the lives of those involved, drawing viewers into a web of moral ambiguity and psychological depth. The courtroom scenes are filled with tension, pushing the audience to question the boundaries of justice and the weight of truth. In a world where black and white often blur into gray, this case raises pivotal questions about human behavior and the justifications for actions taken in moments of desperation. The impact of that fateful night echoes throughout the film, making each character's decision resonate with deeper meaning. The events unfold with a realism that compels reflection on the nature of guilt and innocence, challenging the viewers to examine their own beliefs about crime and punishment. As the truth about the motivation behind the murder unravels, the layers of humanity come into focus, leaving an indelible mark on those who witness the tale. This cinematic portrayal of a chilling incident serves as more than mere entertainment. It invites contemplation on larger societal issues that persist even today. The raw emotion and moral dilemmas articulated throughout the film make it a timeless piece that remains relevant in discussions about justice and human experience.
You fought the soldier by yourself.
Based on true events, the 1959 movie Anatomy of a Murder presents a gripping courtroom drama directed by Otto Preminger. The screenplay, written by Wendell Mays, captures the complexity of a murder trial that addresses themes of justice, morality, and the human psyche. This captivating film takes inspiration from a 1958 novel crafted by Michigan Supreme Court Justice John D. Volker, who used the pen name Robert Traver. The plot revolves around the defense of a man accused of murder after the brutal assault of his wife. As the trial unfolds, various testimonies and expert opinions reveal nuanced layers of the characters' motivations and their perceptions of right and wrong. The film stands out not only for its narrative depth, but also for its forward-thinking approach to legal issues, presenting an unfiltered look at the intricacies of the justice system. The combination of a powerful storyline, exceptional direction, and the strong performances of its cast makes Anatomy of a Murder a significant cultural touchstone in American cinema.
Well, you give her my compliments, Tulo. I've got lunch today downtown.
Nice go.
I'll be back.
Jimmy Stewart plays the role of the defense attorney, while Lee Remick portrays the accused woman, adding depth to the intensity of the courtroom drama. Ben Gazzara gives a compelling performance as the husband accused of murder, and Eve Arden is featured as the wisecracking secretary who provides comic relief. The film also includes notable performances by George C. Scott as the prosecutor, Arthur O'Connell as a key witness, Catherine Grant, Brooks West, and Orson Bean, each contributing to the film's significant impact. Shot in the scenic Upper Peninsula of Michigan, the film uses various locations that enhance its atmosphere. Big Bay offers a quaint yet dramatic backdrop, showcasing the beauty of the region, while Marquette adds to the setting with its striking views and small-town charm. The choice of these locations not only grounds the film in a real and relatable environment, but also emphasizes the emotional stakes of the story. The combination of a stellar cast and picturesque filming sites creates a powerful cinematic experience that resonates with audiences.
Hi, Manny.
Well, Laura.
Miss Mannion, I
While creating the film Anatomy of a Murder, some memorable scenes were captured at the Thunder Bay Inn in Big Bay, Michigan. This inn holds a special place in the film's history, as it is located just a block away from the Lumberjack Tavern. The tavern is significant, as it was the actual site of the 1952 murder that inspired the film's plot. The inn, a charming and historic establishment, provided a picturesque backdrop for the film, blending seamlessly into the story's themes of justice and morality. In addition to the beautiful settings of Big Bay, the law library scenes drew inspiration from the Carnegie Public Library in Ishpeming, Michigan. This library features a classic architectural design that added authenticity to the courtroom atmosphere depicted in the movie. The combination of these locations contributed to the film's compelling narrative and realistic portrayal of a murder trial. Anatomy of a Murder remains a notable film for its intricate storytelling and strong performances, with its roots deeply connected to the locations that shaped its creation. The interplay between the settings and the unfolding drama adds layers to the viewer's experience, making it an enduring piece of cinema history.
Go on.
go on with what?
Whatever it is you're getting at.
When observing the courthouse in Marquette in the movie Anatomy of a Murder, viewers might find the restroom door opening into the courtroom quite notable. This door, often mistaken for something more formal, is actually the entrance to the men's restroom. This unconventional detail adds a layer of intrigue to the film's setting, reflecting the creative choices of director Otto Preminger. He had a specific vision for the casting, and his choice for the role of Laura was strongly influenced by Lee Remick's remarkable performance in A Face in the Crowd, where her acting skills shone alongside Andy Griffith. The chemistry and depth she brought to her characters made her a standout choice in Preminger's eyes, paving the way for her memorable role in this courtroom drama. The film is rich not only in its storytelling and performances but also in its ability to intertwine significant cinematic details that contribute to its overall impact, showcasing Preminger's attention to every aspect of production.
He gave me this because I like the one he had. He's like that.
Initially, Lana Turner was considered for a significant role in the film Anatomy of a Murder. However, her strong desire for exclusive designer gowns created a point of contention with the film's director, Otto Preminger. His refusal to meet this demand led Turner to decline the offer, opening the door for other actors to step in. This decision was pivotal, as it allowed the film to move forward without the complications of exclusive contracts that could have stifled its creative direction. Meanwhile, the film features several characters with Finnish names that add to its unique setting and character depth. Tovio, the bartender where the character Parnell drinks, brings a touch of authenticity to the social atmosphere depicted in the movie. Additionally, the name Sulio, assigned to the guard at the county jail, underscores the film's attention to detail. These names not only serve as character identifiers, but also reflect the film's commitment to fleshing out its world with thoughtful cultural nuances, enriching the story being told.
I think we'd better talk.
You're a funny kind of a lawyer.
Amidst the cinematic landscape of 1959, Anatomy of a Murder stands as a compelling legal drama. Tovio, meaning hope, resonates with the film's theme of seeking justice amidst uncertainty. The character Paul Beegler, portrayed by Jimmy Stewart, embodies that hope as he navigates a complex murder trial. The telephone system illustrated in the film serves as a reminder of the small-town dynamics, with Beegler dialing 0 to reach the operator, showcasing how communication was simpler in those days yet still critical in connecting lives, and facilitating legal processes. Interestingly, Jimmy Stewart's middle name is Maitland, which also belonged to the judge in the original book by John Volker. This connection adds an intriguing layer, linking the actor personally to the story he tells on screen. The reflections within the movie of charm and sweetness echo the meanings behind the names, creating an engaging narrative of human emotions and relationships that transcend the courtroom drama and touch on genuine aspects of life and hope. The film captures the essence of these themes, inviting viewers to witness the unfolding drama through personal and emotional lenses.
But would you mind taking your...
When Jimmy Stewart's character enters the scene, the atmosphere is charged with tension and unspoken emotions. The desk clerk is engrossed in Leon Uris's book Exodus, a narrative filled with themes of struggle and redemption, fitting for the complex legal drama unfolding in Anatomy of a Murder. This book not only serves as a backdrop, but also connects to Otto Preminger's direction of the film adaptation in 1960, showing how literature and cinema intertwine. The particular moment with Lee Remick's character highlights a poignant vulnerability. She expresses her regrets about visiting a roadhouse, fearing it might tarnish her husband's defense in the case at hand. The weight of her words reveals her inner turmoil and the fragile nature of relationships when legal battles ensue. This tension exemplifies the intricate storytelling that characterizes the film, fusing personal conflict with the overarching judicial themes, making it a timeless piece. The interactions are laced with the nuances of human emotion and the legal complexities that drive the narrative forward. The film captures the gray areas of morality, leaving audiences questioning the nature of justice and guilt, while remaining engrossed in the characters' journeys through an American legal landscape. Each moment serves to deepen the viewer's understanding of the characters' dilemmas, contributing to the enduring legacy of this iconic film.
You didn't do it. Number 3, you were legally justified, like the protection of your home or self-defense.
Ben Gazzara portrayed a husband in the film Anatomy of a Murder, released in 1959. At the time of filming, Gazzara was 28 years old, which matched the age of his character. The movie is a courtroom drama that explores complex themes of murder and justice. Gazzara's performance was noted for its depth and nuance, showcasing the intense emotions of a man caught in a troubling situation involving his wife's alleged assault. Lieutenant years later, Gazzara would take on a very different role as the villain in Roadhouse, released in 1989. This shift from a troubled husband dealing with legal issues to a main antagonist illustrates his versatile acting skills. His ability to take on diverse characters has solidified his standing as a skilled actor in the industry. The film Anatomy of a Murder remains a significant piece in cinema history, not only for its portrayal of legal complexities, but also for the strong performances by its cast, including Gazzara. The dynamics of the characters reflect the pressures and moral dilemmas faced in life, providing a rich narrative that resonates even decades later.
Around here, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. 10 years.
What's your experience as a defense lawyer?
George C. Scott's portrayal of Claude Dancer is a highlight of the film Anatomy of a Murder, which has gained much acclaim over the years. Scott brings depth and intensity to his role as the ambitious prosecutor in a murder trial that questions the morality behind an act of violence. His performance captures the complexities of the character and adds to the film's engaging narrative. Notably, Scott served in the Marine Corps before he began his acting career, which contributes to the authenticity he brings to the military demeanor of his character. This military experience is shared among many of the principal male cast members, who also have military backgrounds, reflecting a certain toughness and realism in their performances. The only exception in this cast is Ben Gazzara, who did not serve in the military. This shared experience among the actors lends a unique authenticity to their portrayals, enriching the film's overall impact and helping to create memorable characters that resonate with audiences. The film tackles serious themes of justice, psychology, and the consequences of war, making it not just a courtroom drama but a thoughtful exploration of the human condition.
Doesn't he ever go home?
Oh, you mean Parnell? We were up late last night.
The movie premiered in the UK at the Columbia Theatre in London in October 1959, showcasing its full 161-minute length. This was an important moment as it reflected the growing interest in complex narratives within the film industry. However, the situation became contentious when Columbia's UK division requested that director Otto Preminger cut 20 minutes from the film. They assured him that the edited version would only be aired in small-town markets, which Preminger reluctantly accepted. What he did not expect was that the cut version would be shown prominently in London. This decision sparked considerable anger from Preminger, who was passionate about his work and how it was presented to audiences. The controversy highlighted the struggle between creative vision and commercial interests in filmmaking, especially during that era when censorship and editing were common practices. The film's reception was marred by this behind-the-scenes conflict, affecting its legacy in the UK.
You've been drinking alone, Polly. I don't like that.
When Anatomy of a Murder was released in 1959, it stirred up significant controversy, particularly when it was later sold to television. Otto Preminger, the film's director, sued Columbia Pictures and Screen Gems for altering the film, arguing that they had cut crucial parts of it and added commercials. Preminger believed these changes distorted his artistic vision, but he ultimately lost the case in court. This legal battle was a reflection of the tension between the artistic intentions of filmmakers and the commercial demands of studios. The film also sparked public debate due to its provocative language, which included words like contraceptive, panties, penetration, and sperm. At the time, such terms were considered shocking and inappropriate for mainstream cinema, pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable in film. Censors were alarmed by the film's frank discussion of sexual matters, and its boldness contributed to its notoriety. This controversy played a significant role in shaping the public's view of the film, and contributed to its reputation as a boundary-pushing work in American cinema. Despite the controversies, Anatomy of a Murder became a notable film in the history of cinema, remembered for its daring approach to taboo subjects, and the legal battles that followed its television release.
This is Polly Beagler. This is the buckle, Polly.
Despite the acclaim it later received, the public's reaction to Anatomy of a Murder at the time of its release was mixed. Jimmy Stewart's father famously called it a dirty picture, reflecting the outrage some felt towards its bold themes. Concerned about the film's content, he took out a newspaper ad advising people against seeing it. This reflects how some members of society found the film unsettling, possibly due to its exploration of complex issues like sexual assault, morality, and the court system. However, as time went on, Anatomy of a Murder began to be recognized for its artistic and historical importance in cinema. Renowned for its sharp dialogue and detailed character studies, it is now considered one of the best films ever made. Viewers today are encouraged to watch it, appreciating not just the story but the way it captures the cultural and social mores of the late 1950s. The film stands as a significant piece in the evolution of American cinema, blending entertainment and serious themes in a way that resonates even today.
You fought the soldier by yourself.
Anatomy of a Murder, the 1959 classic directed by Otto Preminger, remains a touchstone in cinematic courtroom dramas, blending a gripping narrative with insightful commentary on the complexities of the legal system. The film revolves around the trial of a man accused of murdering his wife's alleged rapist. Its exploration of controversial themes such as temporary insanity, morality, and gender dynamics feels strikingly relevant even in today's context. On one hand, the movie offers a bold examination of the lengths to which individuals may go when faced with a traumatic personal crisis. The defense hinges on the idea of temporary insanity, a topic still hotly debated within legal circles today. Critics laud the film for its nuanced portrayal of the courtroom, where the line between justice and manipulation is often blurred. The courtroom banter, laced with witty repartee among attorneys, injects an unexpected levity, making the serious subject matter more digestible. Some viewers appreciate this lighter tone, noting how it dissolves the tension that might otherwise feel overwhelming given the gravity of the case. However, the film does not shy away from challenges to its narrative. Observers point out the dubious nature of the characters involved, including the dynamics between the husband, the wife, and the accused rapist. Some argue that it leans into the melodrama, potentially undermining the seriousness of the real issues it attempts to address. The subplot surrounding the wife's character, depicted as somewhat flirtatious, raises questions about victimhood and complicity, igniting discussions about the portrayal of women in media. The idea that her very character could actively influence the jury's perception of her trauma underlines a deeply rooted societal challenge. In terms of pacing, opinions diverge. While some appreciate the slow build-up in the first act for establishing context and character motivations, others suggest that it could benefit from more vigorous editing to maintain engagement. Despite this, many agree that once the courtroom scenes commence, the film realizes its true potential, showcasing a deft balance of legal maneuvering and psychological insight. The film's contemporary relevance cannot be overstated. It prompts viewers to reflect on our current societal attitudes toward justice and the often convoluted workings of the legal system. The robust dialogue about ethics and defense strategies, along with the courtroom theatrics, resonates with modern audiences, showing just how little has changed in some areas. Ultimately, Anatomy of a Murder serves as both a compelling narrative and a thought-provoking commentary. Its ability to capture the intricate dance of morality, legal strategy, and human emotion has carved its place in cinematic history. While it may evoke mixed feelings regarding characters and pacing, the depth of its content ensures that it remains a significant conversation starter even decades beyond its initial release.
Tell me the story.
I know what you mean.
Well, now, suppose you tell me everything you...
As we wrap up our exploration of the intense courtroom drama and anatomy of a murder, we shift our focus to the fascinating lives of the talented cast who brought this compelling story to life. Each actor not only made a mark in the film, but also carved out unique paths in their careers and personal journeys after this cinematic triumph. From rising stars to seasoned veterans, their stories reveal the impact of the film on their lives and careers, shedding light on the choices they made in the years that followed. Prepare to uncover the unexpected twists and turns that shaped their futures, revealing secrets, challenges, and achievements that continued long after the credits rolled. Their legacies remain intertwined with the film, offering a deeper understanding of their contributions both on and off the screen. Join us as we delve into these intriguing narratives that add layers to the story of Anatomy of a Murder.
Lieutenant in the Army. There's a temporary base in Thunder Bay, gunnery or something. The lieutenant goes to Quill's.
George C. Scott's portrayal of Claude Dancer in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder remains one of his most compelling performances. Dancer, a slick and ambitious lawyer, navigates the dangerous waters of morality in a case that tests the limits of justice. Scott's ability to imbue Dancer with a chilling charisma and a touch of cynicism made the character unforgettable. His commanding presence on screen captured the intricate dance of moral ambiguity, hinting at darker themes beneath the surface. Following Anatomy of a Murder, Scott's career flourished, with him earning acclaim for roles in films like Dr. Strangelove and Patton, the latter winning him an Academy Award. However, Scott's life was not without turmoil. He faced personal hardships, including tumultuous relationships and multiple marriages, notably to actress Colleen Dewhurst. The couple had a passionate but stormy connection that ended in divorce, yet they remained close until her death. Scott's life also included battles with depression and struggles with alcoholism, which hung over his late career. He was known for his reclusive nature, avoiding Hollywood glitz, and often resonated with themes of solitude in his characters. In the years before his passing in 1999, he continued to work in theater and film but toned down his public presence. The last known information about Scott reveals a man who embraced the shadows and imperfections of life, leaving behind a legacy as one of America's most profound actors.
Tell me everything you told the state police, plus everything you didn't tell the state police.
Kathryn Grant, known for her role as Mary Pillant in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder, portrayed a character caught in a web of trauma and complexity. Her performance captivated audiences, reflecting Mary's struggles as the wife of a murdered man and her entanglement in a murder trial with dark implications. Grant's ability to embody vulnerability and resilience allowed her to stand out in a cast filled with strong performances. After Anatomy of a Murder, Kathryn's career continued, yet it was marked by significant personal challenges. She faced the pressures of Hollywood stardom while navigating a troubled marriage to Bing Crosby. The couple's union was clouded by public speculation about infidelity and emotional strain, leading to their eventual separation. Following their split, Grant struggled with depression and financial difficulties, exacerbating her distance from the industry that once celebrated her. In her later years, she lived quietly away from the spotlight, with little known about her post-retirement life. The last recorded details indicate she remained a private figure, reflecting on a life filled with both triumphs and shadows.
Wanted. The Big Ten.
Eve Arden portrayed Maida Rutledge in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder. Her character, a witty and sharp-tongued assistant to the defense attorney, added depth to a story revolving around murder and moral questions. Arden's performance balanced humor with gravity, creating a memorable presence amid the tension of the courtroom drama. Following this film, Arden's career continued in various television roles, especially in the popular series Our Miss Brooks, demonstrating her unique ability to blend comedy with serious themes. Outside of her professional life, Arden faced personal challenges and controversies. She dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including typecasting and the constant desire to maintain relevance in a changing industry. A significant scandal involved her dismissal from a prestigious role due to a conflict with studio management, which tested her resilience. In her later years, Arden experienced health issues, including surgeries, but she remained an active advocate for the arts until her passing in 1990. Her legacy lives on through her contributions to film and theater, leaving a lasting impact on the entertainment world.
Road, but he drove on before I could say yes or no.
Well, were you alarmed?
No.
James Stewart's portrayal of Paul Beegler in Anatomy of a Murder is a significant moment in his career. He steps out of his typical roles, embodying a complex and morally ambiguous lawyer defending a man accused of murder. Stewart captures Beegler's emotional depth and subtle charm while wrestling with the darker aspects of justice. The courtroom scenes showcase his ability to handle intense dialogue, balancing wit and seriousness. This transformation marked a shift in Stewart's acting style, revealing a hidden intensity in his performance that resonated deeply with audiences. After Anatomy of a Murder, Stewart faced personal challenges. He coped with the loss of close friends and family, bearing the weight of grief. His life took a darker turn amidst Hollywood scandals in the 1960s, which included the tumultuous climate of the Vietnam War impacting many artists and creators. He frequently battled depression, stemming from family tragedies and the pressures of fame. Despite these struggles, Stewart remained a beloved figure, known for his humility and kindness. The last known information about Stewart highlights his active engagement in philanthropy, especially in supporting various causes, including education and the arts. He passed away in July 1997, leaving behind a legacy of both remarkable performances and an enduring impact on American cinema. His life encapsulated the duality of public admiration and personal turmoil, drawing a complex portrait of a man who defined an era in film.
I suppose I wouldn't have been afraid in the daylight, but, well, the dark isn't the same, you know.
Yes, I know.
Lee Remick delivered a haunting and powerful performance as Laura Manion in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder. Her portrayal of the distressed wife, entangled in a complex murder case, showcased her ability to blend vulnerability and strength. Laura's troubled marriage and emotional turmoil resonated with audiences, proving Remick's talent for capturing deep, dark emotions. This role solidified Remick's status as a serious actress in Hollywood, paving the way for further roles in dramatic films. After Anatomy of a Murder, Remick's career flourished with significant performances in films and television series. She faced personal challenges, including struggles with alcoholism, which plagued her later years. Her marriage to producer Bill Colleran ended in divorce, leading to speculation about the instability in her personal life. Remick also had a tumultuous relationship with her health, battling kidney disease diagnosed in the 1970s, which ultimately led to her demise in 1991. Despite these hardships, she remained a beloved figure in the industry. The latest updates reveal that Remick's legacy lives on through her impactful performances. Film historians often revisit her work, examining her contributions to cinema and the struggles she faced, painting a portrait of a talented actress deeply affected by the complexities of fame and personal life.
Cop out. Well, that's plead guilty and ask for mercy.
Well, if you're not telling me to cop out.
John Quallen's portrayal of Deputy Sheriff Sulo in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder stands out due to his haunting presence and ability to convey the weight of ambiguity surrounding justice. His character operates under the cloud of moral ambiguity, showcasing the tension between law enforcement and the complexities of human behavior. Quallen Sulo navigates a narrative filled with disturbing truths, accentuating the darker aspects of criminal investigation and the human psyche. Quallen had a notable acting career, appearing in many films and television shows. He was known for his distinct voice, and often played characters that carried an air of mystery or suspense. Born in 1899 in Canada, he moved to the United States as a child. Quallen endured personal hardships throughout his life, including struggles with his health. He faced the loss of his son in a tragic car accident, which deeply affected him. This dark chapter in his life mirrored the complexity and intensity of his roles. Throughout the years, Quallen dealt with aging in the industry, a process that often leaves many actors behind as new talents emerge. His last known professional appearance was in the early 1970s. Although he lived a life steeped in shadows, Quallen's legacy in film remains impactful for those who reflect on the darker aspects of storytelling.
This fella, he's insolent, hostile.
You don't have to love him, just offend him.
In the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder, Duke Ellington took on the role of Pie-Eye, a character that presented both charm and shadow. Ellington's portrayal added a layer of complexity to the narrative, reflecting his own life filled with contrast between public success and private struggles. Known primarily as a legendary jazz composer and band leader, Ellington's music brought him fame, but he faced challenges with addiction and health issues throughout his career. His personal life was not without scandal. He had numerous affairs, which strained his relationships with family and friends. Despite these hardships, Ellington's genius remained evident, producing timeless works even amid turmoil. After the film's release, Ellington continued to create music that resonated deeply with audiences, but struggled with increasing health problems, including a long battle with cancer. His final years saw him carrying on with performances, often showcasing a dignified persona even during pain, illustrating his dedication to art. Duke Ellington passed away in 1974, but his legacy endures, with his music still celebrated. Some details about his last performances indicate he remained committed to creativity until the end.
I must have been crazy.
In the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder, Orson Bean plays Dr. Matthew Smith, a key character who adds depth to the film's examination of morality and justice. Bean's portrayal as a psychiatrist enhances the psychological tension within the courtroom drama, as he navigates complex themes related to sanity and culpability. His performance is memorable for its nuanced approach, laying bare the vulnerabilities of his character amidst intense legal battles. As Bean's career evolved, he transitioned from theater to television and film, becoming well known for his appearances on game shows and variety shows. However, his personal life had its shadows. In the early 1990s, Bean faced a sexual abuse allegation, which he vehemently denied, describing it as a painful chapter in his life. He struggled with the psychological consequences of such accusations while continuing to work in the entertainment industry. Tragically, in February 2020, Bean was struck and killed by a car while crossing a street in Los Angeles, ending a life filled with vibrancy and complexity.
No, nothing. When we got to the trailer park, the auto gate was closed. Mr. Lemon closes it about 11 or a little after.
Arthur O'Connell portrayed Parnell Emmett McCarthy in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder, delivering a gripping performance that explored the complexities of a criminal defense attorney defending a man accused of murder. McCarthy's character is unorthodox, blending humor and intensity while facing moral dilemmas during the trial. O'Connell's ability to convey deep emotion added layers to the character's struggles against the legal system and societal judgments. After the film, O'Connell's career saw notable successes, but also faced significant hardships. He dealt with personal tragedies, including the deaths of close family members, which weighed heavily on him. He wrestled with alcoholism, a challenge that influenced his personal and professional life. Despite this, he continued to earn respect in theater and film, showcasing his talent in various roles until his passing. O'Connell remained a recognizable figure, popular for his various television roles into the 1970s. Little is known about his later years, leaving fans intrigued by the shadows that surrounded his life. He passed away in 1981, leaving behind a legacy marked by struggles and remarkable talent. But details about his final years remain scarce, adding to the air of mystery.
The auto gate was closed. Mr. Lemon closes it about 11 or a little after.
Murray Hamilton portrayed Alphonse Paquette in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder, a character that embodied complexity and moral ambiguity in a tense courtroom drama. Paquette, who found himself entangled in a scandalous murder trial, symbolizes the darker aspects of human nature and the shadows lurking within seemingly ordinary lives. Hamilton's performance brought a compelling depth to the character, illustrating the burdens of guilt and secrets that were central to the film's narrative. Following this role, Hamilton continued to work extensively in film, television, and theater. He gained recognition for roles in movies like The Graduate and Jaws, establishing a career marked by strong supporting performances. His personal life, however, was fraught with challenges. Hamilton faced financial difficulties and emotional struggles, compounded by a marriage that ended in divorce. In his later years, he battled health issues that led to a decline in his public appearances, and he eventually faded from the spotlight. He passed away in 1986 at the age of 65. The legacy he left behind still resonates in cinematic history, with his role in Anatomy of a Murder standing as a haunting reminder of the complexity of human morality and personal demons.
She's been through all your albums, from Dixieland to Brubeck.
What do you think of her?
Howard McNear portrayed Dr. Dampier in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder, a role that underscored his ability to provide depth and complexity to characters. In this movie, Dr. Dampier is a key witness who adds psychological insight to the trial of a man accused of murder, revealing the darker aspects of human nature and legal complexities. McNear's performance was celebrated for its subtlety, effectively balancing the tension between scientific expertise and personal morality. After this role, McNear's career flourished in television, particularly on the classic show The Andy Griffith Show, where he played Floyd the Barber. However, his journey was marred by personal struggles. He faced significant health issues, suffering from a severe stroke in 1963. This affected his ability to work, forcing him to retire from acting. Despite these challenges, he remained connected to the industry, but his life also included bouts of depression, which were publicly known. The last known information indicates he passed away in 1980, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his artistic contributions and his personal battles.
I told you, I grew up on the move, and Jack, that was my first husband, Jack didn't like to move. He wouldn't even take a transfer.
Ben Gazzara brought a distinct intensity to the role of Lieutenant Frederick Mannion in the 1959 film Anatomy of a Murder. His portrayal of a man accused of murder due to a crime of passion captured audiences with its complexity and emotional depth. Gazzara's nuanced performance explored themes of love, betrayal, and moral ambiguity, challenging viewers to question the nature of justice. Following the film's release, Gazzara's career flourished on stage and screen, marked by critically acclaimed performances in works like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and his collaboration with director John Cassavetes. Despite his success, Gazzara faced personal challenges. His life was not without its scandals, including a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce, and a complicated romantic relationship with actress Rita Hayworth. In later years, Gazzara battled health issues, including a struggle with cancer, which he openly faced with courage. In his final years, Gazzara remained active in theater and film, leaving a legacy marked by dramatic versatility. He passed away in 2012, but his impact on acting endures.
Well, it's a woman named Mannion. Maida took a message from her.
In Thunder Bay?
Uh-huh.
If she wants you to...
Anatomy of a Murder, released in 1959, remains a landmark in film history. Its exploration of morality, justice, and the complexities of human emotion set it apart from typical courtroom dramas of its time. Directed by Otto Preminger, this film featured a stellar cast, including James Stewart, Lee Remick, and Ben Gazzara, who bravely tackled themes that were often considered taboo. The film faced challenges like censorship due to its frank discussions of murder and sexual assault, which sparked conversations that resonated beyond the screen. The performances of Stewart and Remick brought depth to their characters that audiences remember fondly. As we wrap up this exploration of Anatomy of a Murder, we invite you to reflect on your own memories. Did you watch this film during your childhood? What stories do you associate with it? Share your thoughts and memories in the comments below. We would love to hear how this influential film has impacted you.
Was he drinking heavily that night?
Didn't seem to be. At least not when we were playing pinball.